Number of debutants we'll see in action this afternoon for both sides. Scott Hill has it placed at halfway. They will defend at the southern end, the Melbourne Storm. A kick-off almost to the dead ball line taken by Nick Graham, and they will bring it back out up towards their own 20 for the first time. Treaster again. Kamali bypasses Stevens. A lovely pass to Peachy. He was chopped down in a siding tackle by Robbie Kearns. Kamali, a flat ball again, and they take it to the line. Stevens is in. A simple play in the end, but Kamali a lovely ball, and Stevens found the gap. And he takes it down to within about 5 metres of the Storm line. Some worries on the fringes for Melbourne early. Here's Kamali again, rubbering away from the chasers. Peachy is there.
Onside. Yep.
He picked it up and planted it for his first 4-pointer of the season, and it's 10-0 to the Sharks.
Well, this kick looked like it had too much weight, and Brett Kamali, when he kicked it, I'm sure he thought the same thing, but Peachy didn't give up.
There by Stephen Kearney, the captain, and also Robbie Kearns was there. Peachy, good ball into a gap. Bailey's on the end of it. There's try number 3 for the Sharks. It's a March carver. 16 points to 0 if you don't mind. Already tries to Peachy, Stevens, and now Bailey. Stevens plays it. Treaster crosses back to Graham. Kamali comes to the right-hand side. Lobs a pass to Greg Bird. Here's a chance for the young 5'8". He gets across the line and plants it down.
That's fine.
Shane Hayne thinks it's okay. That's their 4th try. Oh, they are scoring at will. Inside Melbourne's 20, they can't be stopped. Billy Slater has ridden track work in the past for the likes of Gay Waterhouse and was up there at Eagle Farm, and here he is, finding some open spaces, showing them a clean pair of heels, looking for the finishing post, and will get there. Like he was booting home a winner at Randwick, Slater has carved them open and got the Storm on the board.
And speaking to Craig Bellamy over the last 2 weeks, he's been telling me about Billy Slater and how he can find his way to the try line.
Again, the front row was there to stop him. Here's Kearney giving it to Geyer, cutting back in towards the post, stepping, and he finds the line as well. There's number 2 for the Storm. They're coming back.
Well, it's great play there. They really isolated Sean Wessel. He made a tackle on the previous play and then was very slow to get off the ground, move back in the line. It looked as though it was going the other side.
Force a reshuffle for the Sharks after Treaster played all 40 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, they've got, you look at their interchange bench and they've got 3 front rowers.
And they've got Stephen Bell running away to score under the post for the Melbourne Storm. It was a simple play, work from the scrum. They went across the field. Bell hit the ball straight and went straight through the gap. Has been known to grubber on occasion, but hangs on to it on this particular time. Here's Orford. Goes to Scott Hill. Bypasses Reynoldsson. Here's a chance. Kedwell to Stephen Bell. He'll get his second. And the Melbourne Storm will have a chance to tie it up with the kick to come. Oh, what a game this is.
In the space of 17 minutes, the Storm have turned the first game of the year around.
Orford, who we saw from a similar position in the first half, struggled from this distance. You would think he would struggle again, with the breeze certainly not helping you on this occasion. Into his face off the left, if anything. There's the strike, but again, doesn't have the legs to get there. And they're back within 2. The Sharks 22 lead the Melbourne Storm 20. We've got half an hour left. It's Kearns who had to dive on it for the Storm. Orford will chip high in the air. Tadulala is out there. He bats it backwards for Kearney. Still the last tackle. He wants to get it loose. Tadulala has it again. Here's Rodney Howe. He loves to put a kick in. It's not a bad one either. Marcus Bai flew. So did Matthew Reek, but Bai came down with it. Play on. Here's Stephen Bell. He's got a hat-trick, and the Melbourne Storm have hit the lead.
Mate, just have a look from when he kicked the ball for the onside and everything subsequently after that to see where the player placed his hand on him.
This is an amazing game of rugby league, an amazing play on the last tackle here by the Melbourne Storm. It looked to have finished a couple of times. Tadulala figured twice himself. What a kick it was from Rodney Howe.
This will be a try. They're all onside, and the referee called play on after Matthew Reid comes down with the football. He loses the ball there. Marcus Bai picks it up and then tosses it up to Stephen Bell. Shrugs away from Kamali. I've got no doubt this is a 4-pointer. I don't know what the video referee decision. I could go either way on this one.
It's a try. The Melbourne Storm, after trailing 22 points to nil in less than 20 minutes in the first half, lead the Sharks 24 points to 22. And Toyota Park has suddenly turned into a morgue. It is deathly silent here. Almost a Nutley lookalike. He, Nutley and Bosnich, all very similarly built for the Sharks. Bird gives it away to Youngquist. Too much speed for Tadulala, but he put a foot on the sideline. He got away from Semi, and Semi nudged him on the line.
Well, they chanced their arm that time, the Sharks. A lovely ball from Kamali.
Here's the halfback again, Peachy. Spent a lot of time at first receiver this afternoon. Again, changing tack, going back to the right-hand side. A lovely pass for Jason Kent. In his first game with the Sharks, he scores the try that puts them back in the lead.
That's exactly the same play they had a lot of success with in the first half. The ball player running straight across the field. The Storm sliding.
Piece of fortune that got them in that position to start with. Melbourne Storm unlucky not to get a scrum back on the halfway line with their feet as Kamali hits the uprights. It stays a 2-point game. The Sharks 26, the Storm 24. We've got 11 and a half minutes remaining here at Toyota Park. The duck under a tackle there, but Smith was waiting for him. Peachy again, steps off the right, goes off the left and almost got there. Looking for a fast play the ball. Bailey gets there. There's the try. It's Hilda who scores it for the Sharks. Another debutant who gets there. And they lead by 6. With the kick. It's a good one. And the Sharks lead them by 8.
Yeah, he's had a couple of big knocks this afternoon, Scott Hill, but you could just sense that the Storm, they've just started to realise that they're probably out of this game. In that set of 6, they looked as though they'd run out a little bit of a steam.
Although here's a chance. Rick brought it back and has knocked it on. While there's life, there's hope.
Unbelievable.
A real chance here for Melbourne. If they can score in this set of 6, they might find themselves only trailing by 2. Minutes on the clock. Here's Orford. Will feed the scrum. Scott Hill for the moment, their main playmaker, has gone to the right wing. Toucher, here's Tubbles. Here's Orford. He's in. The little bloke jumps under the tackles and scores under the black dots. And they have life here.
Good palm straight underneath the sticks. He will convert, and it's a 2-point ball game once again.
Orford with the kick. The Sharks 32, the Melbourne Storm 30. And a high-scoring affair here at Toyota Park on a warm afternoon. This will be the last tackle. You play for a try, or play for 6 more tackles. Kamali will try and do both. Picked up. The grubber was no good. Hit comes back to Stephen Bell, who already has a hat-trick. Reek is there, and so is Matt Geyer. What a pass, what a piece of play. Matt Geyer will score the try. That will probably win the game for the Melbourne Storm.
What a great try there to the Melbourne Storm, and they will win. 22 points behind. Craig Bellamy would be ecstatic with that performance. That is one of the best efforts we have seen.
There's a man who picked up the try to put them in front. He celebrates. What a win for the Melbourne Storm. The Sharks went for the short kickoff, and it came off the hands the Melbourne Storm. Shane Haynes
there. You're set. You take the scrum. Go there.
says the scrum will be set.
Time's out. No, it's time's out.
Despite there being 0 seconds on the clock, the siren has sounded, and yet Shane Haynes says the scrum will set. We saw this in Wollongong last year between the Dragons and the Raiders. The Dragons going to jail on that occasion. Here's Jason Kent. It comes to Youngquest. The Melbourne Storm don't cover it up. They are celebrating, and that will be the game. And what a game we've seen. The Melbourne Storm, after trailing 22 points to 0, have handed the Sharks their hat here at Toyota Park and beaten them 36 points to 32.
Well, I've witnessed some remarkable turnarounds in football, and two of the best have been with the Melbourne Storm.